I'm live, okay? Hello, everyone. I haven't been on live in months and months and months. I'm still trying to. Where in the world? Okay, let me see. They kind of changed my streaming thing around a little bit, so I'm trying to figure out where all of this is. What is this? All right, I think we got it. No, no.
I need to go to the bathroom.
Why can't you go in your bathroom?
I need to go potty.
Lord. Okay, so when I do my streams from now on, I will be streaming from a third party. Um, so if you follow me like on TikTok or anything like that, it will not notify you. You just, I don't know. You'll just have to look and have an event scheduled. And I usually have them up on my TikTok page. At the top, it'll say like live event at such and such time. So I'll figure out, or I'll make an announcement like on my Facebook page or whichever. So let me see here. I kind of need this. And oh, you guys can actually see that. Okay, that's interesting. I am trying to, since I'm doing it third party now from Restream, which is nice because then I can just stream from one place. I don't like having multiple devices. It's kind of annoying. Let me fix this just a teens. I didn't want to make it too far away because the farther away it is, the more you can't see. Okay, so how is everyone? Make sure you like the live, share the live, all that good stuff. And let's see. And if people are writing me on here, I have no idea. I can't see it. All right, got it. All right. So I'm going to be working on the Master Magic journal book. And I started making the molds for it, and my light went out. So I'm waiting on some more to dry, which it's okay because that's like the stuff I'm going to be using more for the outside. So I think that will be okay. I'm going to raise this up just a little bit because I think it needs it. We'll just go up just a little. And then I'll put sorry, I know it's kind of wobbly. And I'll put the camera down a little bit. It's got all these little twists and turns on it. So I always have to adjust and see which way goes which and all that good stuff. There we go. Oh, that's a little bit better, I think. And whichever way I have it, I'll make sure I leave it like that, so that way it won't move. I can just move the camera. Oh. I'm going to stop looking at my tablet and look at here. Okay, here we go. All right. So here is the Master of Magic book that I have started. And the only thing that I've done so far, besides part of the cover, because this is what I'm working on right now, is the cover is gonna, if you've followed me for a while, the Bercante Antiques book that had the antique shop facing thing on the front, it's gonna be similar to that, except it's gonna be a stage. And it's gonna be like a magic show. I also left the space in between here and here on purpose so I can put some magician type related things in there. So that's what I'm going to do in the inside. But I got the opening, and that way it lays flat because I don't like it where it's all like, and you can't work in it. So this is what the inside looks like, and you can rewatch my videos. I also decided to not just do lined paper in it. I have I did a signature with lined paper, a signature with dotted grid, and then a signature with grid paper. And then the last signature is a mix of all of them. It has lined, the grid, the dotted grid, all of them in there. So, and then there's a little bit of mix of, there's a pocket in each one. I like doing pocket pages, mostly because the middle one, this is where the signatures meet. And when I glue the page together like this, I put glue in the middle and everything, and that also hides the signature, or it strengthens them so they won't come out, no matter what. So the only exposure they have is on the outside, and they ain't going anywhere. And then I did envelope page, and then these were cards that come in the paper pad, and there's 4 cards on the page, and all I did was I cut them, rounded the corners, and then the other one is over here somewhere, right here. So that's what I basically have done so far in that. So this is going to take a lot of thought process, because I usually don't do new stuff like this on live, but when I do, it seems to work out. So I'm going to be building a stage for the cover here, and I got all my scrap pieces that I never get rid of. So I'm going to move the book out of the way. Basically, my water there. The only thing I've really done is I've kind of have cut out a stage, which I think I may shorten it a little bit, because I want to build, like, it's almost going to be like a shadow box, similar. And I'm going to have it kind of protrude out like a probably about that much. This is going to be at the top and the bottom. I like the rounded like this. And I'm not going to put it up in the air like this because I don't want the weight of it to hang. I want it to set on the table flush with the book. So then it won't fall over because I'm going to add a lot of weight to it. And so I need to build up the frame here. That's going to go around. I have a mold. What did I do with that? Oh, I have it here. It's not fully cured yet. I just stuck it here under my desk until my light comes tomorrow because my light went out. And this is going to be the frame, except I'm going to be cutting this and making it fit because I have two of these. The other one's in the mold right now. And it's still a little bit tacky because my light went out. So I'm basically going to cut this, and this is what's going to be around the frame. I haven't decided if it's going to be on the outside of the stage, but I don't know. I may make it to where it kind of goes up like this and around, and the stage protrudes beyond that, and the frame is like kind of on this side of it. But I do want to make it where it's at least probably about an inch off of the book so I can layer stuff backwards. I know this is sounding crazy, but I have it kind of in my head of how I want to do it, and I think it'll work pretty good that way. Let me make sure. I'm sitting here trying to open up the chat on here, and I can't. Wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. Click on the chat. Well, duh. What is that? Oh, there we go. Never miss a comment. Oh, okay. See, this is completely new to me too. Let's see, what does this say? Oh, okay, I get it. I need to watch more gamers on TikTok to see how they do this stuff. Because I know I can, there we go. So I can see the chat that way. So if you guys write me a message or something like that, or you're chatting on here from Facebook or YouTube, sorry. I'll look on my phone and see what you're doing. I don't know if I can look on there. All right, we'll figure it out. Oakley dokley. Let me make sure my other mods are in here as well, and then we'll get started. But I like having my phone handy because I always need to show something on Etsy or something like that, and my phone, it's always occupied. So that's what we're gonna do. Hopefully I can get this figured out. And I usually, if you ever see me build onto books or anything like that, I always use chipboard. And this chipboard it's a kind of a tough one to find. It's technically 55-point chipboard. It's what I use for all my books. Yeah, I just find it's like the best kind. It's not too thick, it's not too thin, it's good and sturdy, and the rolly tape things, these things don't stick to it. And I don't know why, but that bugs me. But if you want to find it, I do have it linked in my journal supplies link in my bio. It will say journal supplies. You go to my link tree, and then you'll see journal supplies here, whatever. You'll see the chipboard in there, but it's 0.575, I think, is how you find it, just in case. So, oh, thank you guys. All right, I think we're good. We're good. All right. So let's get started. Let me move this book out of the way. I'm going to keep it over here though because I need it handy. And if I know I have a lot of questions all the time. If like I made a new page on Facebook because my old page was my personal page. And for some reason, I got a slew of followers on there, and I didn't really want people on my personal page. And then I had a security issue with it, so I decided to just delete that page and just make a new page where it's only, this kind of stuff. So if you can, I'm slowly adding my stuff back on there. And it's a process because I've made like over 200 books already in just a few years. So I'm trying to find all my stuff and add it in there. And this is how I write notes on if I come up with an idea on how to make something. This is how I do it. I'll just brainstorm on paper. I highly recommend notebooks like this. I have a ton of them here filled with all kinds of notes, pop-ups, inserts, all that stuff. So basically what I did is before I even start doing a project or anything, I write it down. And this is how I wrote it down before I even started doing it. So basically I wanted like the front to be a stage. I wanted the doors, and I just looked at the products and I'm like, yeah, I want that there. And that's what the doors are. And then I wrote down how big I wanted them to be. And then you'll see stuff marked out here. Like I was going to only do 3 signatures, but I did 4. And then this is how I'm going to have the stage on here. So that's kind of what I was brainstorming in here. I was trying to do that. So, all right, let me get my thicker pen because I can see it better because there's a, what the heck was that?
I locked the door.
Oh, did you get mad? The little 4-year-old's going nutto. She does not like locked doors, does she? What did I do with my pen, my good pen? Hang on, I'm trying to find my pen. Whoops. I just had that a second ago. That way I could see it. There's a glare from my light up here, and it's hard to see a pencil on it. That is an embossing pen. All right, I had that. What do we call that? Mr. Pen? You know those Mr. Pen things? I like those things. I think I got another one right here. I'll just use this one. Oh, there it is. That's what I was looking for. All right. It's 4 Girls Stole My Heart. It's the same as... Oh, let me make this up. Oop. There you go. This is my Facebook page and my Etsy store page. All the rest of them, the Hangry Mama of 4 Girls, are all my social media, usually my social media handles. Also, since I do stream from YouTube and Facebook, as long as I don't play music, it will repost to YouTube. If I play music, it will block it. If And Facebook always has them. I have other lives that I've done on there. So let me find my, and I'm going to cut this out. And I think I'm going to use this as the stage piece. And if I do anything to it, I may just shorten it. And I just gave it just a little bit of an arc. Hopefully, how I have it pictured in my head will come out here. Ooh, I just thought I need to put some little lights in there too, I guess, because it is going to be dark. I'll go good with the Ferris wheel book I did last year. Need another blade to that. Alright. I got 2 pieces here, and I'm going to have to make them thick too, because I want to make it even it up a little bit. There you go. All right. Oh, that's because I'm not on TikTok streaming from there. I'm on Restream. And if I do it in a portrait, it like zooms in. It's really weird. You just turn your phone sideways. I think I can actually do that with this. Let me see. Might be able to. Oh, yeah. Oh, no, wait a minute. I'll do it for a second. But yeah. I think so. I think if you turn your phone sideways, you can do it. I can't get on my phone though, but because it kind of freaks out the computers and they're like, wait a second, how are you on this one when you're already on this one? So that way it frees up my phone and I could do it from my PC, which is plugged in. I don't have to worry about any batteries dying, all that stuff. Okay, I have these extra things here and I cut these strips from one of them. I think I could get four strips from. I think that's what I'm going to use to put around my box, like on the stage. It's basically, again, it's like the Bercante Antiques book, except instead of a storefront, we're building a stage. So I'm going to trace this so I can get the top part on the bottom. And I'm going to do it over here, and that way it will be sturdy. Can you guys hear that sound? I think it's like some kind of ambient rain sound or something. I don't know. It's driving me crazy though. I don't do the whole white noise stuff. But after my husband bounces out of here, I'll turn on some kind of music or something. There we go. Dawn Lemon. What's that mean? Yeah, on mobile devices, it will do it on, I think it does it on portrait. Or you turn it sideways. I don't know. I'd ask my husband to look on his phone, but he doesn't do all that. Hi. I know it's been forever. It's finally getting warm outside and I can actually breathe again. I had the worst bout of asthma. As soon as it goes like below 30, I can't breathe. I try to go outside and stuff, and I start wheezing. The only bad thing about winter, you're not used to it. You think I would be used to it by now, being up here in Tennessee, but nope. All right, so I think this is going to be the top and the bottom of the stage pieces going like this. Now, let me get my molds here so I can take a look at them. Hang on, I got them on this tray right here so I wouldn't lose them. Okay, so the curtains, and this is flexi resin. It's bendy, and luckily these came out really good before my UV light went kaput. Some of these, like this one, is a little bit sticky, but I wasn't too concerned about it because I'm going to paint them anyway. That's the only bad thing is when you get it on there. I think this is one of the only things that I did that is not part of this collection. This is from Masquerade collection because I wanted to hang this chandelier in there. The one reason why I do like the flexi resin, there are my scissors, because like if you have these overhang pieces like this, you can whoop and cut them off. When you have like regular resin, this stuff is like hard plastic. You use like a Dremel tool and stuff to get them off. So that's one reason why I like it. So the curtains here, I know in the chandelier, nice. I like it. It's gonna look good all painted and stuff. I have these. Here, let me see if I could set it up real quick and I'll show you. These are actually for something else. So I'm gonna put these to the side somewhere. But and I will say that when you use these clear molds like this, the flexi resin works fantastic in it. I thought I had little bubbles right in here. I don't know if you guys can see that. Hold on, let it focus. But they're actually the notches in the furniture. So it comes out really good. I mean, I'm going to paint it anyway, but when it comes out crystal clear like that and is bendable, and I like it because it has that flexibility. So if I want to angle it like this, like if it's a curtain or something, I can use that. And it works really well because it's all clear and the UV light. So all of these came out fantastic. This one didn't come out too bad. This one was in one of the hundreds of gray ones I have down there. But I have, let me get all these together and see how I had this set up before. So basically, I have the stage. Here's the curtains. And I'm also going to use probably some of the fabric on there. So this is going to be on the front of the book. And then the stage is going to be here. That other piece I'll probably put at the top of this. And hang on, somebody's calling me. I don't know who that is. And I may even take some of the fabric that comes in this collection and put it here in between. Now, I was thinking about last night when I should have been going to sleep, but I thought about making an actual curtain out of the fabric and attaching like gold embroidery thread to where you pull on a cord and it does like an old school curtain. It kind of, and when it goes through the front, it's like a thing and it pulls it up. That's how they usually work. And no, it's not reasonably priced at all. When I first like discovered it, it was like $5 a box. Now it's like $15 a box. And the box is not big. It's super, super tiny. One box will make probably, depending on how deep the molds are, but I think I got one bottle out of the curtains, the window, just that round thing right here, this, the table, that thing. I think it was that thing. Yeah, I think it was. No, it wasn't. Yeah, it was. That thing, this, and the little couch. That's all I did. So all the molds that I did yesterday, all of these, and the frames. I have 2 of the frames under here that I showed earlier. That was 5 bottles of that. It has really gone up. And so I figured out that if I buy it from my Amazon business account, it's unsubscribe and save, it's cheaper. So that's what I've been doing. It's expensive. So these are the letters that come. I don't know if y'all can see that. Come on, focus. 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 Y'all see that? It's a G. When it's painted, you'll see it. Or a C. No, it's a C. So MAGIC. I'm gonna put this in the front. Maybe like on the stage part. And then, oh, here we go. I'm either going to do the big window back there, but I may do the smaller one because that actually works a little bit better. And then I'm going to put the chandelier like in front of it, like it's kind of hanging in the middle. Maybe covering the window just a little bit, be off to the side. And again, this is going to be up here. So these are actually going to be like that. And then here's my little table. And I may actually put this like on the rounded stage or something below. I don't know yet. Where'd my little couch? There it is. I'll put the little couch right here. I'm hoping I will have enough room to put the magician dude like back there or something. And then I have these little doodads that are kind of like, I don't know, like little column things. I haven't really decided where to put them yet. And then I have the world is full of magic thing, but I wanted to put this like kind of overlapping all of those. And then when these curtains are up like this above everything, I may put like some cards, playing card pieces in there to, you know, have them kind of poke out, and maybe some of the flowers that kind of go in that collection. Hang on, let me trim off this little piece here, or I'll forget about it. Like that. So basically that's what it's gonna look like, you know, and then have our little magic thing, something like that. How? Yeah, I used to use air dry clay a lot until it's really hard to get into the molds without it looking cracked or distorted. It like doesn't get like the full thing. And it's really light. I've used it on quite a few things. The explosion treasure chest box that I did, a lot of that was made out of the air dry clay. Um, and it's such a pain, and it takes a long time to dry. It always took me like, I don't know, like 2 or 3 days to dry. Oh, I go big. Well, I mean, so that's the goal. Now, some of these I am going to put out here because that's what we're going to paint today. After I needed to figure out where I wanted to get all these thingies. All right, this is a leveled resin board by Let's Resin. It's actually linked. I think it's linked up in my showcase. I don't know. It's been so long since I've put stuff in there. Let me show you. So it comes with this nice little mat on top, which I use for a lot of stuff, not just resin. There it is. But it has a level, see, in the middle right there. And you can move the feet. I didn't want to mess the board up, so I just put this back on it. So they're really nice boards because I needed something to where I could just sit there and pick up a tray, put it under my desk, and it's out of the way instead of using books or something like that. So yeah. All right. So let's assemble this stage. And don't yell at me either for covering up the picture on the front of this book. I always intended to do that. I know it has like, I was like, oh, maybe some of it will show. But I was like, I don't really care. I just like this. I needed this background, really. And then I'll probably... Ooh, wait a minute. What's that other... Let me see. I may be able to paint that. That would look good there. Oh, can you guys see that? I may be able to paint that and put this on the side because the doors are on the other side. I love putting molds on here. Yeah, that actually looks kind of good. I like it like that. And then I got the little window. Crap, I'm dropping stuff. Those are for the inside. So yeah, I may end up doing that. It is the perfect size. That's why I looked at it and I was like, ooh. Okay, so I'm thinking, let me see if I need to trim these down a little bit. So this is going to be flush with the bottom, and I may have to because I want the frame to go around it, and I can't have it go too close to the edge because this is a bendy corner, and I think I am. Let me trim it down. Let me trim them down a little bit. Or, oh, wait a minute. No, actually, that would work. I'm trying to envision it in my head because if it's like this will not have anything to do with these thingies in the back. But let me glue this real quick because this is going to drive me crazy if I don't. Oh, I'm also working on a new Hubby's Love handle, which I think will be super cute. We're starting to get into making those again. And I have, where in the world did they go? Oh, God. Let me reach. I have restocked some of the flowers in there because I liked them so much. And glue caps and glue holders. I had to go swipe some more glue thingies, and so I had to pull out my tiny glue holder for that. And then, what else was it? Is it the one that I just glued? No. But, and these are nice because I like them because they're doubles. You can screw there they are. The attachments on the top and the bottom. So if you're working with like two colors, or you need like a finger attachment instead. Hold on. This is my little container of the freebies that we make for our orders. These aren't purchasable. I do a different one each month. And these are the ones from last year. There it is. I was looking for one of these. So you can do, I just saw one of my sponges in a really weird spot. You can do like a little sponge on this side. This is very handy for me because like sometimes when you're distressing stuff, you know, you need a big one and then you need to get into a tiny space. And that's what I like about these. They work very well. And the tops come off. So you could actually just get one of these if you wanted to and rotate the tops if you want. And I think we had, I don't know if we have any lilies or daisies. I know we got roses and we have sunflowers and all kinds of them. These are all mine from, like I said, last year. But all of my orders, these are, instead of doing like journaling freebies and stuff like that, we make these little things because they come in handy, and then you can put like a little sponge on it. Oh, there it is. I knew it was somewhere. And they come with a little sponge. So that's what we do for little freebies. So you can check those out also. And I think there's still some more of this collection in there. This one, I don't know. And I sell the bottles too. An 8 ounce or 4 ounce. If I like use it, chances are I sell it. It's easier for me to get my hands on it. Oh, are you talking about the resin things? I call it flexi resin, but it's soft resin. I will say we figured out here on live that this is what you want to do. Whenever you have your mold and you put it in, you want to get 90% rubbing alcohol. Okay, the 70 doesn't work as well. It's the 90. And you want to spray your molds with it, then pour the resin, because this like makes all the bubbles pop in the bottom. And then when you have like a lot of detail like this in them, like that, you don't want a bunch of bubbles in there. So see, there's like no bubbles in it or anything. That's why. And even though I'm going to paint these, if I wasn't, I could still use it for like a window if I wanted to. And then you pour it in there and then very lightly mist it on top, and it will get rid of all the bubbles. And then you can cure it with a UV lamp. And then they come out super, super nice and no bubbles. Like I said, these were the little notches in the mold. And that makes it a lot easier. So there we go. So what I'm thinking, let me get this over here again. I'm going to put this down here. And then I think I'm going to do this up here. Put that there, like that. Then I kind of want the curtains to be like this on the outside. May have to lower it. I'm going to lower the top instead of the bottom because I want the bottom to rest on the table. And then I'm going to put the curtains like this on there. And that's a good thing too. They'll be all flexy, like flexio. And I can put lights back there if I wanted to. So, here, let me do this. So this will be at the bottom. We'll have this right about there because I could put the magic thing. I may put the words magic above that then because that way I can see the stuff. So like this, put the curtain hook to that, to here. And then, okay, so I'm going to cut some of the stage and the top part off. So that way I can put a frame around that to go on the side. Yeah, that'll work. I am thinking out loud. So here, let me get this. I think I'm going to take off maybe 1/8 of an inch on both sides. That should be good. I meant to do that before I attached them together, but it's okay. All right, let me see how that looks. I love the potato. What? What are you saying, potato? Oh, alrighty. A doggy bag. Gosh, we can't even have leftovers in our house. Everybody eats them all. And then everybody yells at everybody else for eating them all. Our kids are oinkers. Eat like grown boys, I swear. Alright. Yeah, I think that. Oh, yeah. So that is exactly between the two ribbons. So I think that will work out a lot better. We don't need a huge stage. Just need a little bit. Oh, a potato. Oh, I didn't even see that. That's funny. I like the funny stuff they have on here for gifts. Like, some of them make funny noises. I was like on somebody else's live, the galaxy ones and the lions or something. Is it a lion? I don't know if it's a lion or Volkswagen bug or something like that. It makes a hilarious noise. And I was like, oh, isn't that neat? I'm just glad that there's not any, like, the people acting like NPC players hardly at all anymore. Either that or they're out of my FYP, thank goodness. I think it's weird. Oh, hang on a minute. Don't look right. That don't look right. Maybe off just a little bit. Okay, and I'm going to paint this before I even think about it going near the book. And I'm thinking trying to think of what color I want to do it. Maybe like black. Oh, I could do it like gold and then do black on top with a crackle, and then the gold will shine through. Wait a minute, what did I use for the doors? I think I used silver instead of gold. Or, no, I'll do the crackle like I did with the, what is that? Yeah, no, that's not it. Let me get this. Oh, there it is. There it is. This is burgundy. If I want burgundy or mahogany. I think the burgundy kind of works a little bit better. So let me do that. That'll work. Let me do it these way. Oh my gosh. Oh, did they? Yeah. They did on my other account, too, my Fit account. I only had like 300 followers on there, and they gave me full access to go live. I was kind of surprised. I think you usually have to have like, I don't know, like 700 followers or something like that. Where is my... Oh, hang on. My heifer oldest daughter took my crackle. Let me go get it. She bought stuff from the, I remember she bought stuff from the thrift shop. And she was like, look, I took your crackle and I'm making crackle stuff. And then she didn't put it back. Hang on, let me go grab it. Jeremy, who's downstairs? Hey, can you tell Daddy to make those turtle brownies? Love you, thank you. Tripping over my own paneling. Okay, so here it is. Let me see. Echo. Play oldies playlist for TikTok.
Playing music from provider TikTok is not supported.
No. Echo. Play oldies playlist.
The playlist, Rediscover the 50s on Amazon Music.
Where's my phone? Hang on. I renamed the playlist so I could find it easier, and I don't remember what it was now. I like Elvis, though. You think it would pop, but it's kind of dark. And it, I'll have to make like big cracks in it or something. What is this called? Oh, okay. Echo. Play TikTok oldies.
The playlist, TikTok Oldies on Amazon Music.
There you go. Echo. Turn volume up. There we go. TikTok oldies. That's what I called it before. Okay, so now, man, it took me forever to figure out how to do crackle and make it look good and not all bleh. And it was such a pain, let me tell you. But I think I figured it out. Let me get a paintbrush. Okay, I got my water there. If y'all see my face, sorry. I'm trying to look at the bottom. I have my paints here on these clear shells, and so I look underneath so I can see where my colors are, because it's a lot easier than digging through them and they're spilling everywhere. I might have to go get another one of these. And this will be a good color anyway, because it kind of looks like it would be a good old stagey color. I think the good thing is too is I don't think if I stream like this, I don't have to do verification thing. I haven't seen anything pop up, so that's kind of nice. I don't like it when it has to do that. It doesn't do it for any of the other platforms. I don't know why it does it for that. They just want to make sure that you're not just, I guess, running any old video like on loop or something, probably. So yeah, this burgundy color will work out pretty good. I'm gonna have to get my there it is. So when you're doing the crackle, you want to have your base coat, whatever you want shining through the cracks, completely dry. And then you'll apply like the crackle. This is country crackle, and I like it because the cracks are bigger. Oh crap! I think was doing something weird over here. I was so smart. I got this glass thing, this glass board right here to put on my desk. I had a glass cutting board, but it got taken on layered paints. Whatever layer, I guess, is the top layer, it should work just fine. Because it can be used on furniture, it can be used on any kind of paint, really. Now I don't know about like watercolors. I don't think it will have any problem with it. Like if the first layer, like this layer I'm doing, was a watercolor, as long as it's completely dry, it doesn't really affect it at all. It really is where the crackle is going to work the best is when you put on the crackle, how much you let it dry, because you don't want to let it dry all the way. And then you have to have acrylic paint to go on top because it just works better. Or like, you could do it in your house if you want to, but they have usually a special kind of paint for that, for like furniture. for like huge cracks and stuff. But applying it is really just, that's the tricky part I found anyway. And you want to pick good colors that like will kind of go with let me get these little edges here. But I've used like acrylic paint on the top. I've used matted paint. It kind of, as long as it's like I said, the first layer is like dry, it's pretty easy. I have a jelly pad that I usually put my paints on to paint with, but I don't feel like getting it out right now. It's just easier to just use these as palettes and then just wash your hands later. I get paint all over me all the time. That's why I do my own nails, because I would be paying an arm and a leg to get them touched up every single week. And the just sitting there for a couple hours, oh my gosh. You want to talk about me going stir crazy? That will do it. It's like it never ends. I don't like to be pampered like that. Pampering me is going to make me some brownies. That I'm okay with that. How in the world did I do that? I just got paint on my elbow. I'm just gonna dry these. Oh yeah, God, I'm sick. So sick of the cold weather. Like in January, I didn't go outside at all for the whole entire month of January. I did not leave the house. I didn't even step 1 foot outside because it, like at the beginning of January, like I don't know, it's like the first week of January, it like snowed or something. I went outside and I had a full blown asthma attack, and I had to try to climb upstairs to go get my inhalers while that was happening because I was the only one home and it freaked me out so much. I was like, oh my God, this is it. This is going to be how we go. I know it. Just trying to get up the stairs to go get it out of my bathroom. And then it freaked me out so much I didn't leave the house for like a whole month. And I was okay with that. As you can tell, COVID did not affect me much because I'm like, oh, we got to stay home. Thank you. I was tickled pink. I know, right? You hear Ruby. I can't hear anything except the music. I did. I had a full-blown panic attack, and then, oh, I hear her now. But yeah, that freaks me out. And then I had to get like breathing treatments and all that stuff, and I was, luckily all that stuff can be delivered to the house, so I didn't have to go anywhere. And my doctor is really good. I'm like, you know what time it is, right? It's January. And she was like, let me look at your chart. All right, I'll call him in for you. Because I don't need an inhaler, but like only in the winter time. And the Advair, it's like granules. Um, that you breathe in that's like thicker than the albuterol. I know. God, what a way to go out. If I'm going to go out, I want to go out spectacular, okay? I want it to be like epic. Especially if it's like before my time. Like if I'm not like in my 90s, or even if I'm in my 90s, I still want to go out like spectacular. I want people to be talking about it for a while. Like, can you believe what she did? Echo. Turn volume down. That's a little loud. It's like blasting in my ear.
Like a flower tremor in the breeze, bend with me, sway with me.
Oh, that kind of made it a little bit lighter. That's what I should have done. I know, right? I would rather do it in a way too where people are trying to figure out how I did it. Really? That's the funny part. I'm supposed to be getting my UV light tomorrow. So I'll hopefully I can finish curing those molds if they didn't do it on their own. You can cure it, but I'm impatient. I like it like in a couple minutes. I like them. I like quickie molds. So if they're not like that, it annoys me. So I need to like have them done. And if I'm not doing anything on Saturday, I'm gonna try to do lives like at least 1 to 3 times a week. Permitting that I don't have a little 4-year-old who's going through a phase. Let me tell you, driving me crazy. She's very strong-willed. Oh, I love making molds. You know, another thing I like to do is I like to just save all my wax melting videos from my wax stamp seals, and I'm gonna make like a compilation video of just wax melting because it's really satisfying to watch. All right, so this is a little wet. I love to experiment though with paints and stuff, especially when you're using like stuff like this, like crackle, because you don't, just because you know can do it one way doesn't mean it can't be used for other things. I like to make things textured out of stuff like this, or like grit paste or something like that, because I think it gives it a unique look to it. And you know, it's fun to play with, make it all bubbly and stuff like that. That's what I did. Where did I put that paper? Uh, Let me see. Oh, this. Like when I did this, I was practicing peeling paint and stuff. So as you can see, it makes big cracks. I have no idea how it did this swirl though like that. That's really weird. And then this is gilding stuff. But see, it's really bumpy is because I just put the heat gun on it extra. When you put the heat gun on it extra, gives it a little bit more, you know, character. So you just want to apply a little bit with a clean brush. Let me see. Let me get this. I'm gonna need one the black. Just use this, and you just want to like cover it over. It's kind of like a gel. So when you, it's not like a paint consistency. More like a gel. And you can do this to all kinds of stuff. You can do little statues like my daughter was doing. And everything. And you just want to put it on there like that. Now you don't want it like super thick. If you can do this and you can still get some off, then that's a little bit too thick. Just want like a thin layer. But you don't want it super thin to where you can like that's too thin. You want it to leave like a good layer on there. Okay, and I'm just gonna let that sit for just a minute while I'm doing this one. And then I like to use the heat gun because again, I'm impatient. When I have time to work on stuff, I want to work on it. I hate waiting. So usually if you see my videos or something and I have like I'm working on a project like this and then I have like in betweener videos like Ferris wheel press or something, that's because I'm waiting on something to get done. You know, or I do a journal spread or something like that instead. That's why. You got to fit it in where you can. It's a good filler stuff. You can do other little projects between. I'm just going to go, let me go to the edge a little bit more. Okay, so now this is the tricky part, is this part. This is where I found that I wish that you guys could like see it better, but I'm going to hit this with the heat gun. See, right now it looks very wet. You know, see, it's very coated. We don't want it that quite that coated. I'm going to do these one at a time because I need it to, I got to do it real quick right afterwards. You don't want it all the way dry, but you don't want it like super wet either. And I'll tell you here in a second how I know. You see how I'm moving it and it's still like when you look at it this angle, the whole thing looks wet still kind of, but when you turn it you see streaks in it. That's the consistency you want. You just got to sit down and do it. You got to just do it. So when you see it's like really just thin streaky like that, when you turn it sideways, see the streaks. That's the consistency you want. It's still a little bit tacky when you have it like that. And immediately you want to put the black on or the top coat. If you can. I'm clogged up. Nope. It's like, pardon me. All right. And you'll start to see the cracks right when you kind of paint them. And this, you kind of want to be like a thin layer. Like where it kind of almost dries it almost immediately too. We're going to put this piece of stuff up there. And see, it's already starting to crack. And it's just sit there and dry and crack before your eyes. Now, when you apply more heat to it, I'm just going to put a little bit of black over there. And like I said, when you experiment with stuff like this, look, if you keep the heat gun there, that's where you can give it some texture. And let's say you wanted more of the red showing, you could always bubble it up like that and then rip part of it off. This is the stuff I play with when I'm sitting here working. But it does leave a cool kind of texture. I like it like that, so that's why I always add a little bit more heat. If you don't like it like that, then just take heat off. And that's what it does. All right, so this one, let me hit it just a little bit. I know I love playing with this kind of stuff, but sometimes I'll just sit there and I'll be like, okay, what is this going to do if I do this to it? You know, because I know how to use it for the basic stuff, but how could I take it up a level? So that's what, my thumb. That's kind of what I do when I'm sitting here just experimenting. I have a ton of those cards like that. And what I do is I keep them and then I write on the back what I did to it. So they're like my little technique cards. So that way I know, and I have them all filed away, and then I can sit. I don't know what is stuck in this. This actually, you know, crackle would look really cool. The black on top with multiple colors underneath will look really neat. I don't need to be concerned about the back too much. I know it gets hot. I have set this thing on my, I have a circle mark. Look, right there is where I melted it with something else. I don't even know what the heck I even did. But luckily, I got a whole stash of these for my Etsy shop in there. So if I ever break another one, this is number 2. Because eventually they do go out. Anyway, here we go. Let's puff it up just a little bit. Oh, he's right. See, the crackle, since it's a gel, it will kind of make tiny, tiny little bubbles on there. And then they'll be very textured. So you still get your little crackle effect. But you get that added little texture. That kind of effect is good. It's hot. It also, like if you were doing like some kind of like a boat or ship or something like that, like plank stuff, that would also work because then it kind of gives it that oldie kind of look to it. Hang on, I got yuckus. Got like a paint snot or something going on in here. I've noticed too that I used to use the Walmart brand acrylic paint. I don't know, I forget what brand it is. And they used to get those little snot things, the stringy things stuck in them all the time. With the Stamperia paint, I don't even have that problem anymore. So, like, if you wanted to, you could sit there and you could pick this up a little bit and you could make peeled paint also. See, it's kind of, got this little thing going on here. So you could peel some of it back like that. And then if you wanted to, like if you got it all peeled the way you want, then you could seal it in with something and then boom, there you go. So yeah. And that's how the crack-a-lackin' works. Let me see. Are you cooled down now? Yeah. It feels pretty cool too when you have a good texture on it. Hang on a minute. Yeah, I don't know what you call them. It's like snot or something. It's like paint snot. And I used to like because I painted all the time when I did I did a Alice in Wonderland mural in the girls' room at my other house, and like the Disney one. And I did a lot of it. So I had a lot of paint that I would get from there. And I would go to use it again and have like paint, like, and it would be like stringy. I would always tell my husband that the paint had a cold mucus buildup. I had to mute this account. Somebody was on here spamming, doing something weird. All right, let's do this side real quick, and then we'll see how we need to do the frame. This is when I always have regrets about selling my books because, like, right now would be a good time to look at the Bricante Antiques book so I could see how I attached it to the actual. Wait a minute. I think I know how I did it. I was just thinking about it. And because I know I did it on live or part of it on live. I love doing books like this, like with added stuff into it. I used to be the only one who did that, and then now a lot of people do, which is okay. I like to see what other people come up with. I didn't realize either that I was adding pictures into the my Facebook page of my books. I didn't realize it was sharing all of them into my feed too, and I'm like, oh, I'll probably get a bunch of notifications from that. I know. I blocked her so she would wouldn't be doing that. Oh, that's my tablet's doing that weird thing where it looks like you're in a continuous loop, like where it just keeps going and going and going and going. I think that's amazing. Well, that's good. At least you guys like watching them, like looking at them. Oh, I have so many too. That's just 2023, 2022 and 2023. And then I had some that were mixed in from 2024, and I'm like, oh, this is going to take a long time. And then it was getting late, and I'm like, I need to go clean off my desk, or I will not be ready for this live. And then I had to familiarize myself with the update to Restream, and I was like, oh. Oh, it's my husband and I's song. I almost thought he did something like bad because man, he was kissing my butt like crazy yesterday. And then finally at bedtime, I was like, "What did you do?" And he's like, "What do you mean?" And I was like, "I don't know. You're acting suspicious." And he's like, "Nothing. I just love you. I can't love you." Gee, he's turning into me. He called somebody a heifer the other day. I died. I absolutely died. And so did my kids. They thought it was hilarious. I said, well, it's official. I'm rubbing off on you and not in a good way. I tried. I know. He tried calling me a heifer one time. I said, let me tell, or he called me woman. I hate it when he calls me woman because he means it in a derogatory way. Like somehow it's bad to be a woman or something, And he called, I hate it when he does that. And I'm like, don't call me woman, you heifer. And then Ruby was like, yeah, you heifer. And he was like, hey, don't you talk to me that way. And so now I'm rubbing off on Ruby. That was funny. Ooh, I like it. Look at the bubbles. Let me see if I can. Okay, there we go. That's good. Now I got not move. It's like acid came through the floor. I mean, see, isn't that such a neat effect? And then it like when it's cooled off, don't touch it right away. But when it's cooled off, it's bumpy. So it looks neat. And this is one technique that I use for my Halloween books. Like when I'm making the Halloween journals and stuff. Hang on, let me see if I can. There it is. See how it kind of looks like something like acid is coming up through the floor or whatever. That's like a cool effect, and it's really cool for like Halloween stuff. So if you ever have Halloween projects, that's how you do it. Not necessarily you have to use crackle, but anything that's like a gel base will work really good. Because I don't even know if I could read the ingredients to this because it's in different languages. It's made in Hungary. So, okay, so I got my stagey pieces. Feel pretty good. When I put this all together, I'm going to be nice and tough. Hang on, let me wipe this off. Um, Another thing is if you spill resin, just to let you know, one of the best ways to clean it up, if it's liquidy still especially, let me put this on the floor or I'll end up burning myself, is alcohol spray. I put them in these bottles and it evaporates quick and it doesn't leave a smell. You don't want the smell to linger, especially for me because it sits there and it makes me gag. I don't know what I do. Where did I put, oh. I'm telling you, if you need something to protect your desk, go on Amazon and get you a $13 glass cutting board and take the feet off, and that's what this is. I can't fathom paying that much for like a cutting mat, a glass mat. I think it's too expensive. I never used a ruler on it anyway, so. And these are made for cutting. And it protects your desk, and you can put stuff under it. Like it's thin enough to where you can put like a piece of paper under it. So if you don't like the background or whatever, there you go. All right. Let me get my book over here. So this piece, we want to go right here. Now, I will probably put this in a frame. I need to know what, like a frame. And then see how I trim these up? They come right there to the things. I think I'm going to try to put this on something first. Because I think that will be better. I kind of don't want to put like a backing on it, but I may put a backing on it and I have more of this paper and I could just put that on that side so it's not that big of a deal. And I think that will actually work better. Let me see what size I need here. So, because I want it to be, this has to go to here. And then we need, this is probably going to go. Yeah, that'll look good. Okay, so I'll just use this top of these to make the measurement. And then I can layer. Doggone it. You stop moving. Then I can layer it better. And it'll also make the cover good and stiff. The way I like them men. Oh, please be the right. Okay, so we need this. Let me move this down. I'm just trying to see how much I need at the top and the bottom. Sorry if my head gets in the way.
And what a moya, Peppina, oh, your little mouse, I want you to go away. Find yourself another house.
One of my girls is fussing a Rubik's Cube. Can't tell if that was a dog or if that was her. You like my measuring technique? What? Oh, she is. She's going through a thing, let me tell you. Like, dude, duh. I've been using that a lot. Okay, so it's the bottom one. Trying to figure out which one of these I drew. Alright. I might go one more layer just in case. I know. It's crazy town. That's what it is. Oh my gosh. She has the weirdest, like, half Yankee, half Southern accent, too. It's so funny. Like, she sits there, like, most of the stuff she says, she has a very strong, like an R sound, like star and stuff. Like, she sounds very up north. But like yesterday, Jack was acting crazy, and jumping all over the place. And Ruby's like, he's acting wild, like very southern. And I was like, what the heck? And of course, Ella just starts dying laughing because she's like me. Oh, that was the other thing. Ella had to have her wisdom teeth removed. She did so much better than Kaylin ever did. Kaylin, whoa, gosh, she was a baby about it. But I don't blame her. Oh, yeah, I could. I have actually used liquid latex for a lot of stuff in crafts. Just because it goes on your face, that means you can't use it. That's my motto. I've used actual like makeup stuff too. I used all kinds of stuff. I don't usually like to try to cut things like this because I feel like this is where I mess up. It's easier for me to just draw a line and trace it. Plus, my knife is as dull as it can be. That would definitely keep it flat. That ain't going nowhere. I think I'm going to do that. Make it easier. But I'll try to do my lives. I'm not going to do like marathon lives. Oh gosh, I can't do that. Mostly because I don't like sitting here that long. And I get like very twitchy. But I'll probably do like a couple hour lives, and I'll get with my mods and I'll let them know when I'm going to do them. I like Thursdays. Thursdays are good days for me. Mondays aren't good days because my husband has bowling and my two daughters bowl on bowling leagues with them. They go all the way an hour and a half to Crossville every Monday because his parents live up there. So, and they're on the bowling team too. And so it's usually me and Rubik's here. And I've been trying to get her to do journaling on Mondays, but we end up doing other stuff. She's like, I want to do this. I'll do journaling tomorrow. And I'm like, no, 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 no. We either have to do it today or we ain't doing it. Okay. All right. So now the next thing is going to be man, I can't remember if I did it this way. I did not just do it that way, did I? Well, no, that will work. I could do it that way. Actually, I meant to do it to where it looks like a bed. Okay. I'm just going to go. Landed up there on top of dude. Move it forward just a little bit. And this is why I use Crafter's Pick Ultimate. I know, I don't stream from TikTok, streaming from Restream, so it won't. Oops, won't. Dang it, won't notify my viewers from Restream or TikTok. So I was just telling people that I'm gonna try to go live 1 to 3 times a week. Usually, this is my workout time. I work out like an hour and a half to 2 hours a day, too. So I have to be able to fit that in earlier. In the world, do that. This is why, yeah, this is exactly why I like Crafter's Pick, because it like adheres pretty quick. But I was trying to think of what are the best days, because Monday's not good. Saturdays, probably Thursdays and Saturdays would probably be the best days. I was supposed to go live last Saturday, but I was completely out of it. I don't know why. I wasn't like sick, but I felt like I got ran over by a truck. And I slept for like 20 hours. I'm the same way. I love sweets. It's my problem. Okay, so I need some side. I need handlebars now. Let me see what I got here for my stuff. Oh my gosh. That actually would not be terrible. Let me see what I'm gonna make this sucker. I think it needs to be, yeah. Okay, I'm just gonna make it even Steven here. And that around. I'll measure this and see. Jeez. Flipping things. Sitting here trying to. I'm bad at manhandling stuff like this too. I just sit here and just grab it. I don't care. All right. I'm going to try to get this frame here assembled. If I can get that far, that's a good start. These kind of books always take me a while. Actually, the painting is usually what takes a long time. I've noticed when I go to paint molds, that is what takes a very long time. Because I gotta get them just right. Ooh, I may actually put some crackle too on those curtains. Like have gold, paint them gold, and then do them like a burgundy or mahogany, probably burgundy, like same color over top, and have like crackle lacking. Okay, that's good. Alright, what is this length here? Seven and 3/4. 7 3/4. 7 3/4. Oh, you don't know? I'll show you here in just a second. This is a stage facing. I guess you would call it, yeah, stage facing to the Master of Magic book by my favorite artist, Antonis. He's the one who did the Magic Forest and Sir Vagabond and all those. He's very steampunk. Whoop. He's kind of like my brother from another mother because we're kind of the same when it comes to aesthetics. Alright, I'm going to do this other side, and then I'll get this sucker glued on. Actually, I've been thinking about this collection a lot, especially with because I'm going to do a journal page like I always do. And I'm going to do a double movable element. Okay, so it's like a hair before 1 3/4. Which I usually don't do a double movement, but I'm going to start incorporating multiple movement pop-up stuff to my books. Alright, let me move this out of the way so I can cut this better. Oh, that's so much easier than trying to line it up. Oh, also, I have some fantastic news. I'm going to be doing a giveaway in collaboration with Bearsville Press in April, just like I did last year. And they have a new collaboration they're coming out with, Lord of the Rings. That should be interesting. So I'm going to be working with them doing some stuff. All right, let's see what we got here. Okay, so I need to remember Roll with it. So what I'll probably do is I'm going to glue these on here and I'll just paint them, and I'll probably just do the outside, like if I do any kind of crackle or anything, or I may put, you know what I could do? I could also do the magic, or those little things. Like I could do these down the side too. Okay, see, I like it when I have lots of room to play with stuff. I actually want to use this for a frame. Where'd that shit go? Ugh. Him, I want to stick that on there. Yeah, see, I could put him on the stage. Let me save that. Let me put that over there. I'm trying to find my. What did I do with those? Oh, there they are. I could put chick. I could put her in a frame thing and then just paint the frame part, and then because it's almost completely clear, y'all can see that. Really. There we go. Yeah, that will work. I like it when I have room to actually do other things with it. All right, let me glue this on here. This is actually kind of nice because then when I'm done is when I can actually put it on the book, which, you know, if it messes up or something, then I can just make another one. Hang on. I actually heard my husband on the phone the other day talking to his boss about me. And I was like, what are you talking to me about me for? Are you saying bad things? He's like, no, I was just telling him about all the weird stuff you make and how it's neat and it all like fits together. And you tell me this stuff and I have no idea what you're talking about until I actually see it all done. And then I'm like, oh, okay. And I'm like, yeah, that happens a lot to me too. I have it in my head what I want it to look like, and I'm just trying to take it out of my head and put it in physical form. Give it some girth. I tried to explain I explained that one time to the Stamperia people. Oh yeah, he is. He always tells me. If I sit there and I'm like, oh my gosh, why did you do that? I'm so dumb. He's like, you're not dumb. Stop saying that. And I was like, what I did was dumb. I need to write myself a note though, because if I don't, I'll forget to put lights in it. So what I can do now for the back is before I put like a piece of paper in here, then I can put those little, oh my gosh, Jack. Jack is such a bonehead. He sat there and he has like a remote that we use, like that beeps and stuff, and it has a shock feature on there. And we don't really have to use it with him much anymore unless he goes outside and chases one of the neighbor's cats or something like that. Because if we don't, he'll be all the way down the street before he comes back. And when I yell at him, I'm like, Jack, get your butt over here now. He comes running because he knows he's in trouble. And he, like, will leave it like on our console or something, or the arm of a chair, and he steps on it and he shocks himself like a bonehead. And I'm like, why did you do that? And then he comes cowering like, I didn't do anything. Like, why'd you shock me? And we're like, we did it. And then our other dog, Maggie. Oh yeah, I will. I'm not gonna put the paper on yet. I'm gonna put the lights on after I paint. And then our other dog, Maggie, she is such a little jerk. She's gonna be 14 this year. And she has gotten so mouthy. And it's gotten to the point where we can't even eat a meal because she's just like, rah, rah, rah. So we got her one that vibrates automatically. We don't have to press a button or anything. And the first day she had it, oh my gosh. Like, she wouldn't quit barking, and it goes beep, 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 beep. And then it will buzz just a little bit. And then it gets more and more intense. And the beeping gets so high pitched I can't hear it, which I'm partially deaf anyway. So, but I don't think I would be able to hear it anyway. But she would not learn. And then it was freaking Jack out because he's like, why is she beeping? And he'd start smacking her with his paw. It was like a hot mess in this house. I had to yell at Jack to quit hitting Maggie. And then Maggie wouldn't be quiet and was shocking herself. And I'm just like, you guys are insane. You know? Oh, one of my friends got me this right here. It did not even come together like this. This little chair was separate. And then I put this little pig in here. It's like a little, I don't know what you call it, like just a little metal pig. And that's this little chair. It's hard to see on my videos, but that's what that is after I spill it everywhere. I didn't even know that came out. Isn't that funny? She knows how much I like pigs. I have so many little pig things. No. Okay. So, back to this. Hang on. Let me get this. I need to find what I do, but I have my little eraser thing in my drawer back there behind that glass. And I used it all the time. I'm on my second one already. All right. Book. All right. So, you want to know? That's how it's going to go when I glue it on the front. But it's going to be flush. And then, all right, so, hang on, let me get my, put that there. There we go. And paperweights work wonders. Okay, so the stage, this is the stage. Then I'll paint these little doodads. And they're going to go right in here. Make sure. Okay. Then I'll have the background. Where's GG here? Let me get this out. I was about to say, oh my gosh, he ain't gonna come out. Because he's like the perfect size. You can also do a dark background and just put a bunch of this. Are you watching the replay? That's good. I'm talking to Facebook. Facebook. Yeah, you can go on Facebook and this will be on there. Facebook isn't like meh about if like I have music or something playing. Hang on, I'm trying to get little magician dude. All right, he has these cards that he flicks up. They're gonna be like right here. Actually, these usually come out a lot easier than this. So I'll do something like that. Because I don't like it when their bodies are half cut off. That just looks weird. So then he'll have his little cards, or I'll just leave it like that. I don't know. And then we have the window, which I'll probably stick kind of over here. I don't mind sticking it right here, but here's the big old chandelier. That's still a little tacky. All right, so this is what I need to figure out is how I want to set. I can push him over here a little bit. Because I don't want him to be covered up. Okay, and then this is going to be like here as if it's almost kind of in front. And I might be able to hang it right there after I'm done curing it because I can poke it. It does have a hole. All right, there. So I could actually hang it from here. I may try that. I don't know. But I do want to take some fabric or something and put it across here too. So this is going to be essentially like that. Wait a minute. And then I'm going to put the little couchy thing right there. Here's the little table thing. You can put it right there. And then let's see. Here's magic things. I also have like a ton of other molds down here that I wanted to make stuff out of. I don't remember how I had these, but I had them really neat looking. Oh, maybe I had it like this or something. I don't know, but I didn't want to cover up stuff. These I could probably stick either on the side like this just to give it some stuff. I don't know. Or I'm going to either take the magic thing. I don't really want to put it here because it will cover up the thing. So I can put it like kind of stagger it like this down the side over here. And then hold on. This is the other frame that is not done curing yet that I was going to put around there, but I don't know if I am now because I kind of like it like that. I don't know. I'll have to wait and see. I got resin on me. Hold on. I know. If I do anything, I have like little, where are those flowers at? These little flowers, there's like paper ones and stuff like everywhere that I'll probably kind of do like in places and the playing cards and whatnot through there. They do the like these kind of things, which I can use on other stuff. See what else is in here. But these molds right here, I have a ton of molds that I pulled out. I have probably about 40 of these now. So I have little things on here like belts and corner pieces, like that one right here that I could actually use for stuff. Let me put this somewhere. Then I had this middle one right here. I was actually thinking, or like one of the things that I could actually put in the middle and cut it down. I do need to make that lamp post right there because that is going to go in the inside, but I may use one of these signs here to also attach either on the side or the inside. I also have the little lamps right there. Um, we got, these are gates and windows and whatnot. Looks like a rope on the side. So I just grabbed everything. This little lamp right here kind of looks like what they have in theaters and whatnot. I could also do a little trail thing like this, like the top one across here, but bigger. Like, and then when I do the lights in the background, they can come across here like stage lights shining up. These are the flowers that go with this. Yeah, I think they're like tiny ones. And then these are the flowers that go with those, which I can decorate on the side and at the top. And then this is just like the windows and the doors in there. This one you could actually make either out of clay or this flexi resin and cut it in half and it could open. And then there was a bunch of locks and stuff on here that I would use just for fillers to fill in there. So, and then I don't remember where I got this one. I think it just had this one in there. I like that one though. I may use one of these if I can make a frame out of it and put it as my label in the back for my book. So I have a bunch of them. I also have the other clear mold. See, I ran out of resin, so I'm waiting on that to come. But the other clear one is the one with all the playing cards in it and stuff. So all the playing card stuff, like especially these single ones, this would be a good little strip probably here or almost perfectly at the bottom. I may put that one at the bottom. So they got a lot of, this also would go with Alice in Wonderland too. So this is kind of the plan with this. So I'm going to work on, and then the fabric, let me get the fabric. Oh yeah, what I really want to do, and I'm gonna do my best. I'll have to make a hole for it. Is I got the fabric here. I don't think that one will work. It's gonna either be this one or this one. Probably the playing card one here would fit the best. I basically want to make a curtain. Oh, I could actually probably fold it like semi like this. And then take the thread. I'm going to poke a hole through the side over here where I have a cord that you pull. And when I pull it, it will be attached here like this. And then it will, pull it like up like it does in a theater. So that's kind of like That's the vision. And then I'll put little like stickers or whatever there. And I can even make things, like I said, more three-dimensional back and everything. So I think that will work. That pleases me how it is. So all of this stuff I could actually make off of the box like this first, and then when it's done and everything, glue it on there. And then of course lighting up, I have a ton of those Tim Holt lights because I sell those in my Etsy shop, and every time I need one I go and I swipe them from there. So that's gonna be the vision for it. I gotta keep it fresh and clean. So tomorrow what I'll probably do is I'm gonna work on the box a little bit more, paint these molds, figure out how I can hang this, but that should be pretty easy. I might even be able to. Oh, I don't want to do that. I was gonna say I could probably make another one and stick them both together, but I don't want to. I'm just in straight up. I don't want to. So yeah. So that will be how they're gonna be, and I'll keep. I need to keep him somewhere where I won't lose him. So that is where we're gonna stop for this evening, I think. So, but I think so far it's coming out pretty good. Thank you. Yay. So this wasn't so bad. And then I may put something above here. What would actually look really pretty is like matching flowers or something. I know how to make fabric flowers, and I could probably use the other. Let's see what this looks like. Fabric, and make like little fabric flowers or something that goes there. But so that's going to be the plan. So if I get to do another live, and I don't think I have anything to do on Saturday, so it will probably be on Saturday. And I may also put some more of that gilding stuff on here. Oh gosh, let me move this. That would have been disastrous. Ugh. I hate it when I get resin on my hands. And then, so I'm going to finish painting this. I won't do the crackle on the inside, but I'll do it probably here on the outside. And then I'll paint this a little bit, um, and everything. And then I'll figure out what scenery I want to put in there and everything. Let me get my paperweight out of here before I forget and drop it on the floor again. So, and I may do the gilding on it. Oh, I forgot about the mirrors too. I got to do something with the mirrors. Okay, I'm going to, in the background, especially behind the chandelier, I'm going to do either a cluster of mirrors so that way the lights will reflect off of it too. So yeah. And if I go on Saturday, it'll probably be around 2 o'clock Eastern time. Because, let me see, I got a bunch of those. I got a bunch of mirrors here. So I got round ones. I can do big diamonds like this, and just do like clusters. And I got more of the little diamonds and stuff like that. So that'll work, because you see how the light's reflecting off of it now. That would actually be, I gotta remember that. And I got some more little diamonds from my diamond art stuff, just to embellish it like I did with the door here, all these little diamonds and whatnot. That's actually what my picker-upper thing is actually for. It's for diamond art, but I use it for beads and eyelet washers and, you know, all that stuff. So, and then, yeah, like these, I'll embellish it. And then, of course, like the little cards and stuff. So it'll kind of be like this, but in the inside, it's going to be the stage part. Oh, I'm glad to be back. I don't really like to go live too often um, because I can't concentrate as well on there. So, but I like chit chatting and whatnot on there. So yeah. So I will definitely oh, that's pretty. I may make a regular book. I have I have this one book that I'm not getting rid of because I need it as a reference because I'll forget how the heck I did it. Or at least I'll need it to write it down. If I don't write it down, I definitely will not remember. Oh, it's not in there. Hang on. What did I do with it? Hang on, it's not in its tomb. And I know that sounds correct. Oh, yeah, here it is. It is in here. This book has a tomb within a tomb within a tomb. Hold on. My other book was on top of it. This is one of my favorite books, The Perfect Marriage. She's hilarious, by the way. You all need to go follow her here on TikTok. Geneva Rose. I'll use this fabric probably when I'm done with this book. And I'm going to make another book because I've been wanting to do another book. Let me move this over here. Like this. So I may do this other book on live because that's what I used for the outside of this one was the fabric. And then I made it like that. It takes up a lot of paper and you have to have time to do it because it has to be in a press and you have to cut the pages all even and stuff. So it's worth it in the end, but I think it would look good with this kind of like one like that. I need to make like a, and then I could put like a thing on it like that. Because patterned ones like this, oh, excuse me, usually work really well with those. No, this one's not your tomb. Your tomb is downstairs. I have a lot of my book projects and mixed media stuff. Hold on a minute. I gotta sneeze. Mixed media stuff downstairs on my piano. Like the lavender apartments and whatnot. Those are also down there. And this one is the tomb book. Thank you. Um, because when it's like unearthing a tomb, you know, like you're in an Egyptian tomb, and when you unearth it, it goes up. That way you can pull it out. And I put that on there. That one's actually from not even from this collection. It's from Klimt, I think it's called. And so it looks like a tomb. But I want to make another, not like the box too, but just another book like that. So I may do that on live. Yes, I'm putting a couple of things inside the books, inside the big book, the Master of Magic book. I have a couple of ideas of what I want to do. I usually, if I build like any kind of shelves or anything like that, I always do that from scratch out of chipboard. And but I have some ideas. But after I get the cover done, then it's like downhill from there. It's easy. The cover is just the first thing that's weighing on my mind right now. Plus, I got to get this done before the 15th of March. And I got to get my journal spread done. And I was going to do a mixed media project, but I kind of already did with the crafty shape. I usually do a journal book, a journal page, a mixed media project with the collection. This last collection, I just had a bunch of ideas and I did more than I usually do. So I got to get all that done before the 15th. So, yep. All right, you guys. Well, this worked out good. I really like having the camera here a lot better like this because it frees up my pretty phone. Um, and if I need to go on Etsy or something like that, I could just pop it open and boom, boom. Except for my things going there. So, um, so yeah, I think I'll be on Saturday, and it will probably be like 2 p.m. Eastern time. So that sounds good. Oh, it was nice seeing everybody. Thank you guys for joining, and thank you for the gifts and everything. And oh, thank you. I really appreciate it. I appreciate all the support. Um, if you're not following my other page on TikTok, it's the Four Girls Stole My Heart. The only thing I post on that page is just my finished artwork. That's it. It's just, and it's really just my backup account. But in case, like, for some reason I can't go live on my main account, which that's not really a problem anymore. But it's just my backup account. But all my artwork's all there, and that's not even all of it. I still have tons of videos, and my Four Girls Stole My Heart Facebook page. If you are on there, I'm going to be adding more and more of my stuff on there. I have to re-add everything to Stamperia's page because it's all gone, including the 3 million view sunflower art shop video, the journal video, and they were asking me what happened to that. And I'm like, my Facebook page got compromised, so I had to make a new one. Sorry. So all of my videos for Stamperio are gone. So I'm adding a video a day, so not to overwhelm their page and stuff. So I know it was awful, but it needed to be done. I needed to get a new page, new security, all that good stuff, and everything. And you can follow me on Instagram too. I know. It was so bad. It was so bad. And then I'll be hosting a giveaway for Ferris Wheel Press in April, and I'll have details posted about that all over everything. It probably will be for TikTok followers because that's where I have the most followers on there. And it will be international too. Luckily, they aren't charging any import taxes. So that's good. All right, you guys. Well, I will see you guys on Saturday. You guys, thanks for joining, and I'll be working. I'll have done some of this before Saturday, but there's still plenty to do. Even if I got the whole front done, I still got to do the inside. So there will be plenty. All right, you guys. You guys have a nice evening, and thank you so much for joining.
I will feel a